Hello everyone, you're welcome to today's class. In this video, we continue from where we stopped in our solutions to Neco Bece 2023 Mathematics Paper 2. We stopped at question 20. Today, we want to look at, in this video, we want to look at question 21 to, let's say, 30 or 40 thereabout, depending on the time frame given that we have on this video. So the first question we have here, we have solved the equation. You're given this x plus 2 divided by 3 plus 2x minus 5 equals to 5. You notice that in this question, this is a fraction. This is not a fraction. This is not a fraction. What we're going to do is that let's collect like terms. That is the one without variable, all terms without variable. This is a term. We call this a term. This is another term. This is another term. This is another term. So we collect like terms. So let's move this to this side. You can see that this is minus and it's crossing this equation sign. We are going to what? Add. So which means we'll add 5 to both sides. So in that case, we're going to have x plus 2 divided by 3 plus 2x equals to what? 5 plus what? 5. So if you add 5 to this one, so minus 5 plus 5 gives what? 0. So we have been able to remove this one. Then because we have added 5 to this, we must also add what? 5 to this one. So here we can then make this one a fraction. So that we have two fractions, then we find the LCM so that we can make it a single fraction. So we need to make this one a single fraction. So in that case, we're going to have this. So the LCM of 3 and 1 is what? Is 3. So how many 3 can go in 3 is 1. So 1 multiplied by x plus 2. This is also what? X plus 2 plus 1 in 3 is 3. 3 times 2x will give us what? 6x equals to what? 5 plus 5, that gives us 10. So here now we have 6x plus 6x, that gives us 7x plus 2 divided by what? By 3 equals to 10. So we need to cancel the fraction. How are we going to cancel the fraction? You notice that I did not cancel the fraction from the beginning because of this and this. So we can only cancel the fraction when you have fraction equals to another fraction or a number. So we can only cancel the fraction if we have a single fraction here, right? So because we have a single fraction, we have made this single fraction, right? So we can then cancel out this. So we multiply both sides by 3. Multiply both sides by what? By 3. So this 3 will cancel this 3. So we are left with 7x plus 2 equals to what? 30, right? So the next is to collect like terms again. So that means we're going to take these 2 to the other side. So that means we're going to have 7x equals to 30 minus 2. That means 7x equals to what? 28. So it is x we are looking for. We divide both sides by what? By 7. By 7. So 7 we cancel 7. And then x equals to what? 4. So that is option A in this question. That's option A. The next question, question 22. The question says, Ade's age is 56 years more than his son. If the son's age is W years, find the value of W when the sum of their ages is 76. So to solve this is a word problem, right? So how are we going to solve it? It's very simple. We interpret. So interpreting it, Ade's age is more than his son's age. Is 56 years more than, that is 56 years plus the age of the son. So if the son's age is W, that is son's age now is given to be what? Son's age is what? W. So Ade's age, which is what? 56 years more than his son's age. And the son's age is W, that is W plus what? 56. Now the question now is that find the value of W, this one, when the sum of their ages, that is the sum of Ade's age and his son's age is what? 70. That is, we need to add. So that means son's age plus Ade's age is equal to what? 76. What is the son's age? That is W plus Others A, which is what? W plus what? 56 equals to what? 76. So the question asks us to find the value of what? W. So W plus W gives us what? 2W equals to correct lines, and that's 76 minus what? 56. So that is 2W equals to what? 20. 76 minus 56 gives what? 20. So we divide both sides by what? By 2. By what? By 2. So which means W equals to what? 10 years. So that is 10. So the value of W here is what? 10. For question number 23, if x equals to 2, y equals to 6, and and z equals to 4. So we are asked to evaluate 4y plus 2z divided by x plus y. So this is what we call substitution. So we are going to substitute the values of these variables into this expression. So 4y, that means 4 multiplied by y, which is 6, plus 2z, 2 multiplied by z, which is what? 4, divided by x, which is 2, y, which is what? 6. So 4 times 6 is 24, plus 2 times 4 is what? 8, divided by 2 plus 6, which is what? 8. Now, you have to be very careful here. Some students will just this is 8, this 8, 8 can go. Never, don't do that because of this plus. So I think what you have there is multiplication. You can cut out the 8. So in this case, we add 24 plus 8, and that gives us 32 divided by 8. So 32 divided by 8 gives us 4. So which means the answer is equals to 4. That is option B. How this is clear? Good. So let's move to the next question. Question 24 says expand 2a minus 3 into brackets 1 plus. So what we're going to do, we're going to use the terms in the first bracket to multiply out the second bracket. Or we use the terms in the second bracket to multiply out the terms in the what? First bracket. So either ways, you're going to get what? The same answer. So let's look at this. That would be, let's say 2a into bracket 1 plus a, then minus 3 into bracket what? 1 plus a. Right. So we can then use this to multiply this and this to multiply this. Because what we have is the same thing. That we are using the terms here to multiply everything in this case. That's what this one is talking about. So that means this will be 2a. 2a times 1 is 2a. Plus 2a times a is what? 2a squared. Minus 3 times 1 is what? Minus 3. Minus 3 times plus is what? Minus what? 3a. So from here we can collect like terms, right? So we have this one at the front, 2a squared. Then we have plus 2a. This is plus, because you have nothing here. It is plus. Then minus 3a. Then minus 3. So this will give us 2a squared plus 2a minus 3a gives us minus a minus 3. So this is the answer, and the solution is option B. That's option B. That's option B. Then question 25. 25. Solve the equation. This is another problem of equation. Solve the equation. Solve the equation. We have 1 divided by p plus 2 equals to 8 divided by 3p plus 1. So here, if you look at this question compared to question 21, this, what we have there is a single fraction, Unlike if you have, for example, like it's possible in another question you have something like this, minus 3. You can not cross multiply in this case, because the terms you have there is not what? A single fraction. We have two terms here, right? So what you are expected to do here is to what? Find the LCM of the two. But for this question, we have a single fraction here, a single fraction here. From here we can cross multiply, right? So in that case, when you cross multiply here, that means 8 will multiply this, while this will multiply this. That will be equals to 8 into bracket p plus 2, right, equals to 1 into bracket 3p plus what 1. So we use 8 to open this bracket. That will be 8p plus 16 equals to 1 times everything is everything, right? So we collect like terms. That will be 8p minus 3p equals to plus 1 minus 16. So this will give us what 5p equals to what minus 15, right? So we divide both sides by 5 by 5. So p equals to what minus 3. P equals to minus 3, and that is option B as well. Then question 26. Question 26. We ask you find the value of this 3x plus 5 equals to 4x minus 7. So the same, what we're going to do is we collect like terms. So this is the linear equation, is very simple, straightforward. So that will be 3x minus 4x equals to minus 7 minus 5. So this will give us minus x equals what? Minus 12. So minus cancel minus. Therefore, x equals what? 12. And that is option E. All this is clear. Move to question 27 now. Alright, question 27 asks us to factorize this. 16a squared minus 9b squared. So if you look at everything here, we have two terms. This term here, 16 is a perfect square. A square is also a perfect square. 9 is a perfect square. B is a perfect square. And we now have difference minus between them. So this question is on difference of two squares. So it's on what? Difference of two squares. And the difference of two squares says that when you have a square minus b square equals to what? A plus b, then a minus b. But the problem here is that how are we going to do this? Are we going to say 16a plus 9b into bracket 16a minus 9b? No. So we have to take this one to square as well. So that would be what? 4 squared a squared. Then this will be what? 3 squared b squared. So we can then conclude that we pick them before we are going to leave out the squares. So that's going to give us what? 4a plus 3b, then 4a minus what? 3b. So this will then be our what? Answer. It's possible sometimes this type of question you can have 4x squared minus 1. This is also difference of two squares. But you'll be wondering why. Because this one, if you square it, you still get what? 1. So for you to factorize this one, you just what? Say 4x squared minus what? 1 squared. So we are still saying the same thing. So this will be what? 2 squared x squared minus what? 1 squared. That will be what? 2x plus 1, then 2x minus 1. So still the same thing. So you can come across questions like that in exam. So don't be afraid. This is how you're going to do it. Is that clear? So move to the next question, which is question number 28. Question number 28. Under question number 20, find the coefficient of xy in the expansion of this. So coefficient of xy, we have 3x plus 2y into bracket 5x minus 3y. So what the question is saying that we should expand this. We expand this and get out the coefficient of what? Xy. So the first task here is for us to expand. So I've explained how to expand. We use the terms here to open this bracket here. So what we're going to have is 3x into bracket 5x minus 3y. We close it. Plus 2y into a new bracket. This bracket, same thing, we have it 5x minus 3y. In that case, so we then open the brackets now. So we have 3x times 15x times 5x. That gives us 15x squared minus 3x times minus 3y. That will be 9xy. Then plus 2y times 5x. That will give us a plus 10xy, right? Then plus 2y times minus 3y. That is a minus 6y squared. So we have some common terms, which is this one and this one. We combine them together. So in doing that, we're going to have 15x squared. So minus 9xy plus 10xy. So that gives us what? Plus xy. That's 1xy. Do you understand that? This is 10 and this is 9. You are owing 9, you have 10. If you pay 9 out of the 10 you have, you still have 1 left with you. That's why this one is what? 1xy. But there's no need for us to put the 1 there. Is that clear? So minus 6y squared. So the coefficient of a 10 of a variable, sorry, the coefficient of xy now, xy here, so is what? What do we have? How many xy is this one? 1. So the answer is what? 1. From what we have here, the option, it is option 28. That's option C. That's option C. So the answer is C. So question 29, right? So express, you have to express 3 over y plus 5, sorry, minus 5 over y plus 2 as a single fraction. As a single what? Fraction. So the way we add and subtract fractions is the same way we're going to have. This is a algebraic fraction. So it's the same way we're going to add them together. Add them together rather. So in this case that will be 3y plus, why am I writing plus? Minus 5y plus 2. So we make these two fractions, right? So what we're going to do now, we find the LCM of the denominators, and which is going to be what? Y, right? So that means y in y is 3, is 1 times 3, that is 3, minus y in y 1 times 5, that is 5, plus 1 in y is y times 2y, that is what? 2y. So we're going to have 3 minus 5 gives what? Minus 2 plus 2y all over what? 1. So which we can write it to be 2y minus 2 over what? 1. So if we check the option, let's see what we have in the options. 29. So okay, all right. So this is what we have. We have fractions. Bring out the common fraction here. So what we're going to have here is this. So wait, all right. Okay, so what we're going to have, what is common to this is 2. 2 is common to the numerator. So we are going to have y minus 1, right? Everything over what? Over 1. But in the question, in the solution here, we don't have something like this. So what we're going to do, let's bring out this y and put it under it. So it's going to give us 2y into bracket of y minus what? 1. You see the same thing. 2 over y, 2 over y, 2 over y multiplied by what? Y minus 1. And that is option 2 over y multiplied by what? Y minus 1. That is option A. Option A. How this is clear? How is clear? Alright. So we'll move to question 30 now. On question 30, the question asks us to simplify x plus 3 divided by 3 plus x minus 3 divided by 4. That's the same thing we did the other time. So what we're going to have here, we find the LCM, but all we have between them is what? Addition. We have the LCM of, that is 12. 12 divided by 3, that is what? 4 into bracket what? X plus 3 plus 3. So that 12 divided by 4 gives 3 multiplied by what? X minus what? 3. You must always make sure that you open bracket for all this, because if care is not taken, if 12 divided by 3, that gives 4. That's what you just do. 4 multiplied by x, just like 4x plus 3 here. No. So that would make it to be what? Wrong. In that case, if you open the bracket, then you maybe say 4x plus what? 12 plus 3x minus 9. Everything divided by what? By 12. It's the same way of saying make this one a single fraction. So let's collect line item. That will be 4x. Let's add straight. 4x plus 3x, that is 7x. 12 minus 9, and that gives what? Plus what? Plus 3. Everything divided by what? By 12. So there's nothing we can do again. So this will be our answer. 7x plus 3 divided by 12. 7x plus 3 divided by, that's option D. Then question 31. So if 3 over 8 of Olu's monthly savings is 24,000 naira, that is how we have it in the question. Find his monthly savings. So we are going to multiply, we are going to interpret it the way it is. So 3 over 8 of Olu's monthly savings. So let's say this, because what we are looking for is find the monthly savings. Let the savings be x. So 3 over 8 of x is equal to what? 24,000 naira. That's the way we're going to interpret it. So that will be 3x over 8 equals to 24,000. So when you cross multiply, we have 3x equals to 24,000 multiplied by 8. Divide both sides by 3. By 3. 3 cancel 3. 3 can go here 1. 3 can go here, and that is 8. So 8 times 8 is 64. So that is going to be what? 64,000 naira. And that is option D. So that's question 32. Question 32 asks us to find the coefficient of x in the expansion of this. So this is just like a question 28. Just like question 28, have 2x plus 1 into bracket 1 minus what? 2x. So we're finding the we're going to expand it first. So that is 2x into what? 1 minus 2x plus 1 into what? 1 minus what? 2x. So this will give us 2x minus 4x squared plus what? 1 minus what? 2x, right? So let's combine the one that's, so what we're going to have is we're going to have 2x minus 2x, that's what? 0. So we have 0 minus 4x squared plus 1. So we can have it 1 minus 4x squared. But the question asks us to find the coefficient of x. But what we have there is what? X squared. X squared and x are not the same, right? So coefficient of x, since we don't have x in the expression again, coefficient of x will then be equal to what? 0. So that's what we're going to have there. That's option C. Option C. This is question 32. Option C. So we go to question 33. So evaluate this. We have to evaluate 33. Evaluate 2x minus 2 divided by 2 plus 2x plus 2 divided by what? By 3. When x is equal to what? 2. So let's see, whenever we see x, we just put the value of 2 there. So that means this will be equal to 2 multiplied by 2 minus 2 divided by 2 plus 2 multiplied by 2 plus 2 divided by what? By 3. Right. So this is going to give us 4 minus 2 over 2 plus 4 plus 2 over what? 3. So 4 minus 2 is 2 divided by 2 plus 6 divided by what? 3. So this gives 1 plus what? 2. The answer is equal to what? 3. And that is option C, right? Then for question 34, we asked to solve for x, 2x minus 5 greater than 7. This is an inequality. So we solve it the way we solve normal equations. So this will give us 2x greater than 7 plus 5. So that will be what? 2x greater than 12. Divide both sides by 2. So therefore x greater than what? 6. And that is option E here, right? Question 35. The question is 2/5 of a certain number is greater than 8. Find the real value of the number. So let the number be x. So that is 2/5 of x is greater than 8. That's what you interpret. That would be what? 2x divided by 5 greater than what? 8. So we can cross multiply. We have 2x greater than what? 8 times what? 5. Divide both sides by 2. By 2. 2 cancel here. Therefore, x greater than 2 here 1, 2 here what? 4. The answer was 20. So x greater than 20. That is option Option B. Option B. Then question 36 now. Question 36. If a certain number y is tripled, if a certain number y is tripled, that is multiplied by 3, that is 3y, right? The result is less than 18. The result is less than what? 18. So find the range of values of what? Of the number. This is also inequality. Result is values are by 3 by 3. So that is y less than what? 6. Y less than 6. That is option C as well. Question 37. So solve the equation. We have 1 divided by z minus 1 equals to 5 divided by 4z plus 1. So this just, we have solved something similar to this for now. So let's cross multiply. We're going to have 1 multiplied by 4x will be what? 4z plus 1 equals to 5 into bracket of z minus what? 1. So this will give us 4z plus 1 equals to what? 5z minus what? 5. We can collect like terms. That will be 4z minus 5z equals to minus 5 minus 1. So this will give us what? Minus z equals to what? Minus 6. So cancel, cancel. So z equals to what? 6. Exactly. So that is option E. That is option E there. So we move to question 38 now. Alright, so a certain number of boys were to share 116 orange, certain number of boys. So to solve this, so let the numbers, let the boys be what? 1, right? Be 1. So they were to share 160 oranges. So 5 out of them left. So 5 left. So that means remaining boys now. Remaining boys will be what? Y minus 5. So this will be the number of boys that remain, right? So the rest share the oranges. Each of them got 8. That is, this 160 oranges divided by the rest of them, which is what? Y minus 5. Each of them will get what? 8. So this is the interpretation of it. So from here now, we can then solve for what? Y. So let's cross multiply. So that means 8 into what? Y minus 5 equals to 160. We can divide both sides by 8, right? We can do it that way. So 8 here divided by what? 8. So cancel, cancel. 8 here, 1, 8 here, what? 20. So that means y minus 5 equals to what? 20, right? So that means y equals to 20 plus what? 5. So y equals to what? 25. So the number of boys present originally were 25, and that is option B. Option B, right? So let's go to question 39. When we get to question 40, all right, this question, if x varies directly as y. So this question is on variation, and we have 4 types of variation, which if you check one of the videos used, which I've still produced videos on that. So this is on direct variation. So let's interpret. So if x, solving this, x varies, this is symbol of variation, varies directly, this is direct, as y. So that's the first thing. We stop there before we move on to the next one. So this is, you can see this is not like equation. So we want to make it an equation. And for you to make this an equation, we must change this variation symbol to equals to. Because you are changing it to equals to symbol, you must what? Add a constant to it. So therefore, we're going to have x equals to ky. So because we have changed this one to equals to, that's why we are introducing this k. So where k is a constant, where k is what? Is a constant. In some textbook, they will use c, but it's not why in some they will use what? K. So you just have to know that this k is what? Stand for constant. They now ask you that side, and x is equal to 2. That is, x is equal to 2. When y is equal to 3, we put the value of y to be what? Times what? 3. So find the formula connecting them. So the first thing you need to do is to find the value of the constant. So to find the value of the constant is we make k the subject of formula, divide both sides by what? 3, divide by 3. So 3 cancel 3. So therefore, we can say that K equals what? 2 over what? 3. Now that is that on that. But the question asks you to find the formula connecting them. So we are going to now replace the value of K with this equation here. That will now give us the formula connecting X and Y. So we now conclude that X equals to K, which is what? 2 over 3Y. So this is the formula connecting them, or sometimes they will not put it as formula. They will say find the relationship between the variable. Find the relationship between the variable. Find the formula connecting what? The variables, and so on and so forth. That is that on this, and that is option X equals to 2y over 3. That is option C. So option C, X equals to 2y over 3, which is the same thing. So the last question we're going to look at in this video is last question here. 3 pens and 5 rulers cost 65 naira. Why 3 pens and a ruler cost 25 naira? Right, and a ruler costs 25 naira. Find the cost of a pen and a ruler respectively. If you look at these questions, you know that we have pens, rulers, right? So that means we're going to have simultaneous equations. So what we're going to do is this, to interpret it properly. So we're going to say let a pen equals P and a ruler equals R. 3 pens, that is 3P, and plus 5 ruler, 5R, equals to what? 65 naira. 65. That's equation 1. The next one, and why 3 pens, 3P again, 3P again, plus a ruler, plus R equals what? 25 naira. So we need to find the price of P. So find the cost of P and R. So that's what we need to do. So from here now, we can use any method of our choice. But the best method to adopt is use of some method, because we have the coefficient of R here to be what? 1. So we just make from equation 3, from 2, make R the subject of formula. So that means R will be equals to 25 minus what? 3P. So this will form equation what? 3. So we can then put 3 in 1, because we use 2 to get what? 3. We go back to 1 in 1. So what is our 1? 3P plus what? 5R equals to 65. So that means wherever we see R, we put this there. That is 3P plus 5 into 25 minus 3P. Am I with you? Equals 65. Equals to 65. So that's 3P plus, we open this bracket. So 5 multiplied by 25, this is 5. 10, that is 125 minus what? 15, what? P equals to what? 65. So from here we collect like terms. So 3P minus 15P. 3P minus what? 15P equals to 65 minus 125. So move further, and have 3P minus 15P will give us what? 12P minus 12P equals 65 minus 125 will give us what? Minus 60, right? So we divide both sides by minus 12, minus 12. So P will then be equal to what? 5 naira. So that is 5. So then for R, so we then put P equals to 5 in 3. So R will then be equals to 25 minus what? 3 times what? 5. So that is 25 minus what? 15, and that gives us 10. So which means pencil, pen, a pen is 5 naira, while a ruler is what? 10 naira. So that is what we have there, and we can confirm that by simply following this. So that is option. A pen is 5 naira. That is option D. Option D. So we can confirm that. So 3 pence, that is 3 times 5, plus 5 rulers, 5 times 10. So this will be 15 plus what? 50, which is equal to 65, which confirms this, right? So that is that on that. So this is where we're going to stop in this video. So if you are new to this channel, don't forget to watch, subscribe, and make sure you watch, turn on your notification bell. So anytime I release video like this, you're able to have what? Get notification of it on time. And if you find this video useful and helpful, don't forget to give us a big thumb up, and make sure you share the videos with your loved ones. Spread it, continue to share it with your loved ones. So we meet in our next video. We are still solving it. We have not finished everything. We still have 20 more questions apart from paper 3. In paper 2 we have 20 more questions. So stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe. Bye for now.